Okay. Do I know what STEM stands for?
It's like a flower?
It's like a plant.
Science, technology,
It's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
STEM is an acronym and it stands for science,
technology,
Engineering and mathematics?
A overall, how do I put it?
Explaining careers that aid the
lessons or classes that would lead you into a field that would also be classified as that.
STEM is important because there are a lot of opportunities for people to work in STEM fields.
Hundreds of thousands of jobs across the country are not being filled because we are not producing enough technical people to do them.
STEM brings together those 4 topics, which before have been studied as standalone topics. People may have majored in them independently, but when you get into the real world, you need to be able to put these guys together.
They're different, but they are connected. And it's trying to focus kids into careers so that there's people out there that are studying ways to make a difference.
STEM is all about science. Science is a study of the natural world. Engineering is sometimes, in some countries, they call engineering applied science. So you take what you learn in science and you apply it to the real world. You make it happen. And the technology part is making it work, the hands-on part, and keeping it working. And the math is a part that is common to all of it, ties it all together.
And as a scientist or anybody,
I'm an engineer.
I'm a scientist.
I'm an engineer.
And I'm a teacher.
And a financial advisor.
And I'm a storyteller. And I'm also a journalist.
I'm an engineer.
I'm a scientist.
I'm an engineer.
And I run a business.
And I study infectious disease.
I'm an engineer and I advocate to get more women in STEM fields.
STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and math fields are not defined by their stereotypes.
In a study done in 2009, they asked middle school students to draw a scientist, and many drew a man in a lab coat. They then got them to draw an engineer, and many drew a man as a construction worker. But that's not what a STEM career entails.
There are hundreds of STEM career options, and they vary in skills. For example, engineering is creative and engaging. Over 70% of top jobs require a background in STEM.
Most employers look for people who are skilled in teamwork, creativity, and communication.
STEM professions reach far and beyond the lab or university classrooms to address the current issues our society faces.
But in order to solve these societal problems, we need our teams to represent everyone.
So what can we do? As parents, educators, and/or guardians, we are influential in guiding youth to what they will or won't want to study and pursue a career in. There are opportunities everywhere that can provide your youth with more information about STEM careers.
Try bringing them to some local events at your library, community center, or university.
STEM professions are not their stereotypes.
What the museum does best is make science personal, relevant, and accessible for all of our guests. So for young people who are thinking about a career in sciences, there's no better way than to have a hands-on, personal, face-to-face experience with science professionals.
I think our main goal is to show them that if you like to problem solve, if you like some of these subjects in school, that you can potentially have an engineering job someday.
GE, 100-year-old company, we've been around for forever, and you don't stay relevant as a company unless you innovate. And we're always looking for that next innovator, that next generation of engineers, researchers, developers, inventors, and there's no better time to do that than when a kid is young and to really interact with the children, get them interested in science and math.
We've had a lot of people come in and talk to us. Like today we're going to talk to some NASA researchers, and I got to go to science camp. So this has exposed us a lot to different types of science.
Young people have the opportunity to get their hands on real scientific equipment, to do science experiments and see demonstrations, and to learn personally what career path a scientist or engineer may have taken to get to their career.
We also place a great focus on college and career readiness, where we think about what will it take, what are the decisions they need to make today to help put them on a path toward success.
You know, for America to remain in the lead
of innovation worldwide, we need more scientists. I hear about this constantly from CEOs in technology companies, engineering companies.
Well, the museum has definitely influenced my choices for my future and my career path development. But I'm hoping that when I graduate, I can get into a good university in order to study medicine.
I'm thinking about going into either biology or physics.
And I'm actually thinking about going into math, actuarial science.
I will be the first Mexican-American generation in my family to attend a college here in the United States.
These children are our future. We rely on these kids to carry forward the great innovation of this country. The world is not waiting for us to catch up in science and technology. In 10 years, every sixth grader will be in the workforce. So if we don't move quickly, we won't catch. There'll be a whole generation of kids that haven't been affected and haven't been helped. One visit to the museum can change a child's life. It gives them that chance to be able to experience what we do here on site, but inspires them to learn further, to reach further, to become that innovator, to become that leader. And that's the kind of role that the museum can play.
The Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Career Cluster is about expanding our concepts of the universe and inventing the future. It centers on applying scientific methods, new technologies, and creative problem-solving skills to improve both natural and human-built worlds. STEM workers are behind the innovation in a wide variety of industries, such as healthcare, manufacturing, telecommunications, construction, and agriculture. Exciting technologies developed by STEM workers include everyday conveniences like smartphones and online shopping, to large-scale game changers such as climate change research and space exploration, to life-saving innovations like cancer treatments and Alzheimer's research. While all STEM fields involve solving problems and innovation, the work settings for STEM roles vary widely. For example, research and development scientists often work in labs to develop pharmaceuticals, biofuels, and other products, while IT workers may design websites from home offices. Engineers may split their time between an office to collaborate with colleagues and work on project plans, and a job site where they may supervise construction, meet with contractors, and ensure safety. Historically, women and people of color have been underrepresented in STEM fields, particularly in IT, math, and engineering. Recently, government and industry leaders have worked to encourage more women and people of color to pursue STEM careers by revamping STEM education, highlighting female role models, and promoting more welcoming work environments in college programs and workplaces related to STEM. Quick facts to know. STEM occupations currently account for nearly 10 million jobs. Job growth of more than 8% is projected over the next decade, adding about 800,000 jobs. STEM employment has regional centers, but is expanding in new areas. Texas, New York, California, and Washington employ high numbers of STEM workers, while states with lower STEM job numbers like North Dakota, Tennessee, and Georgia have seen over 20% growth in STEM-related employment in recent years. Computer and technology-related occupations are the fastest-growing STEM fields, with an increase of more than 500,000 new IT jobs projected across the next 10 years. STEAM is a related global education movement that incorporates the arts, such as humanities, music, language arts, visual arts, and design, into STEM. STEAM emphasizes using the creative process to investigate scientific concepts. While the job market may vary over time and location, STEM professionals have a strong degree of job security because of broad growing demand.